Hey there, fellow gardening enthusiasts. Today, we're going to embark on an exciting journey into the world of okra cultivation. The peat soil is chosen for seedling raising. This kind of peat soil has a relatively mild fertility and is especially suitable for the seedling stage. Considering that ordinary soil is prone to poor air permeability and stuffiness, perlite is added to the peat soil this time. The seedling raising soil must be filled to the brim in the flower pots, by watering while mixing continuously until the soil can be kneaded into a ball shape and still has a certain mobility. 2 new okra varieties are sown this time. Usually, 2 to 3 seeds are placed in each small hole, but for some varieties, the number of seeds is limited and it's not possible to add one more. After sowing okra, seedlings usually emerge in 4 to 5 days. During the okra seedling stage, the watering method of wet-dry cycle is adopted. This can not only prevent damping off disease but also make the root system more developed. As long as the seedling stage is passed smoothly, the subsequent management will be relatively easy. Only one pot is needed for transplantation. If it is found later that the okra leaves are slender and small, high nitrogen fertilizer should be supplemented in a timely manner. When planted at home, if the fertilizer and water at the bottom of the pot can keep up, the okra will grow very well. Usually, the okra with single stem pruning grows better than that with double stem pruning. When the okra grows to about 1 meter, topping treatment is carried out. Cut off about 20 centimeters from the top of the branch and appropriately trim the buds of the okra to inhibit the growth of vegetative branches. During the growth period of okra, the underdeveloped, overly long or diseased lateral branches should be trimmed in a timely manner. Mainly light pruning is adopted, and only 2 or 3 nodes are reserved. After the okra fruits are harvested, the old, weak and diseased leaves on the tender fruits should be removed in a timely manner to save nutrient consumption. Many aphids were found on the okra today. Ants and aphids have a symbiotic relationship and usually appear simultaneously. First, pour 6 milliliters of neem oil, then pour in organic crystals and fully emulsify it into a milky white color. Then pour in 2 cups, add 2,000 milliliters of water and stir it, and then pour it into a spray bottle for use. The plant essential oil of neem trees has an insect repellent effect. Coupled with detergent, it can cause breathing difficulties for pests. After spraying, the aphids will soon stop moving, and the control effect is obvious. Ordinary okra is relatively slender with fewer seeds. Alabama red okra grows larger, taller, and bears more fruits. Okra can be picked about 5 days after flowering. When picking, the leaves at the bottom can be removed together to reduce nutrient consumption. The first batch can be planted when the weather gets warmer. The second batch can be planted in June, and this batch of okra can be harvested until the temperature drops in winter. When the okra splits, it can be harvested. Alabama red okra has its unique planting and harvesting methods. 5 kinds of okra were planted this summer and all had harvests. Among them, it was found that one variety tasted the best, but this variety was not easy to sell and the price was relatively high. The okra seeds should be collected and stored well so that they can be planted again next spring. I'll open up a few okras for everyone to have a look. Okra is rich in vitamins. Moreover, in China, it is a plant that can resist aging and enhance immunity. Let me show you the process of my picking the plants that I have planted. Finally, I will also show you my favorite way of cooking okra. Add an appropriate amount of salt and soak it in an appropriate amount of clean water for 20 minutes. After washing it thoroughly, drain the water. You can see that there are all impurities and insect eggs inside. When the water is boiling and bubbling, add a spoonful of salt and a spoonful of cooking oil. This is the key to making the okra stay green and not turn black. Cut off the heads of the okra and cut it in half from the middle. Put minced garlic and shredded red peppers in a bowl. Pour a spoonful of hot oil to stimulate the fragrance, add a spoonful of light soy sauce, stir evenly and pour it over the okra.